But Kirti Azad, as a sportsman and somebody who was a part of the World Cup winning team, what should one make of Pakistan's current tantrums? Mohsin Naqvi says either you remove Andy Pycroft, that's what the Pakistani side is saying, or they will not play the remaining matches. And the fact he says it was Andy Pycroft who said the captain should not shake hands.
I don't care a damn about Pakistan as far as I'm concerned. I'm concerned that the war is still on. I'm supposed to believe my Prime Minister. He said Operation Sindoor is on. And we are playing whether bilateral or multilateral, ICC, ACC, International Cricket Council, Asia Cricket Council, or terrorists are not greater than the nation. Once you come out and say we are really fighting hard and we've shown Pakistan their place, there's not a single country that is supporting you. Pakistan has become the anti-terror country's vice chairman. And here we are, playing against Pakistan. Is any individual, any organization, or any game above the nation? We have had Pulwamas, we've had Uris, we have had Pahalgam, we have had Pathankot. We're playing against them.
That's a very fair point you make. Let me get Jalil
Shukla. What is this?
That's a very big point.
Is it a joke? 26 लोगों की अभी भी चिताएं ठंडी नहीं हुई और आप मैच खेलने के लिए चले गए? ये क्या मजाक है? And permission is given by the government. Please, for God's sake, know that. If you cannot call artists, if you cannot have trade, you can't have terror and talks can't go together. पानी और खून साथ बह नहीं सकता. Then how can you play cricket is the question. When the Honorable Prime Minister of this country says that the war is on, so Operation Sindoor has turned into Chashme Baddoor with Pakistan. Rubbish.
Nikhil, do you want to come in? You think it's an insult to play Pakistan in a multilateral series? Nikhil, you want to quickly respond before I bring in General Raj Shukla into this conversation?
Well, I look at it very differently, Gaurav. First thing, I think we need to make a distinction between bilateral engagements and multilateral engagements. And I'll state this as well, that I'm not saying this and I'm not of the opinion that India and Pakistan play cricket now. I've said it even before the government actually decided. So I'm very politically neutral when I comment on this. My point is that when you play Pakistan bilaterally, that's like extending a hand of friendship. So when you talk about trade, it's a bilateral exercise. When you talk about artists, it's a bilateral exercise. And what India has said, we're not engaging with them bilaterally. Now, multilateral tournaments are a different thing. My point is, why should you isolate yourself by not participating in these tournaments? You should look to isolate Pakistan from that stage, which is not happening at the moment. Why would you want to give Pakistan everything on the platter so they can continue participating in these tournaments while you yourself are isolated? If you look at all the past examples, like apartheid, for example, the rest of the world got together and excluded South Africa, the guilty party. In this case, if you consider Pakistan as the guilty party, they should be the one eliminated from multilateral tournaments, not India. And it's going to, and then where are you going to draw the line then? Does it stop at just Asia Cup? What do you do in the ICC tournaments? What do you do with the Olympics? Are you going to sit out of all tournaments? As an Indian fan, as a follower of Indian sport, I wouldn't like to see that Pakistan enjoys the fruits of playing internationally and all Indian players need to sit out.
Okay, good point. I want to bring in General Raj Shukla. I believe we've lost that link with Kirti Azad. General Shukla, you want to weigh in on this? Is Pakistan now throwing tantrums, saying either you remove the match referee or we don't play? They've lost the match, they've lost face, and they're saying India did not shake hands with us, we will not play because the match referee told them not to play. What do you make of the games that Pakistan is playing?
My first observation, Gaurav, is that they have been decimated both on the battlefield and the cricket field. वो तो हर मैदान में मात खा रहे हैं. But the larger issue is this, and I was thinking when your guest relations executive invited me on the show, as a former soldier at a personal level, I would have liked to stay away. Let me say that up front. Because after all, Pahalgam was gruesome, it was tragic, ghastly, we know all of that. But let me say this, we responded to Pahalgam in such a military fashion that Pakistan was decimated. Now, what if our response was not effective and we had not played cricket? Here, the military decimation was complete and we chose to play. But what I would like to focus on a soldier is a different issue. It is not these things about cricket. But with Pakistan, because he's been so badly decimated, he's more dangerous. So what is the future? Combat overmatch. See, the broad point I make it also comes in the Sino-Indian context. I say increase the flights with Beijing, increase the flights with Shanghai, but also increase your defense budget. I mean, these are the issues we have to say. How long can we sulk after Galwan? So I think, the broader relationship has to be seen. I'm not privy to what, issues decided India playing Pakistan. It was not the BCCI alone. It was not profits. It was the government. So were there some issues of statecraft? I'm not too sure. And the last point I'd like to make is this. See, we in the military are wired differently. We make a point, we advise, but our whole military ethos is deep enough to take decisions which we agree with and decisions we don't agree with. So decisions we don't agree with, we salute and obey. So in that sense, I mean, that's my overall response. Personally, I would have preferred that we don't play, but sometimes I'm not privy to the reasons. There may be larger issues of statecraft. So, I mean, that is my response to, whether we should have played or not.
Okay, and you make a fair point. Okay.